My kitchen is a complete disaster area right now, and I need to do a little bit of work to get it cleaned up some so that I can start the next video in this blog series, What's in My Freezer That I Can Make for Dinner? Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. So today I am going to use my Crockpot. Mwah. This is a really awesome thing. The Crockpot is a busy woman's greatest investment. I wanted to use it today. So, what was in my freezer? I had 2 chicken breasts in my freezer, and I took them out and let them thaw out completely. And I am going to make a chicken and rice one-pot dish concoction. I don't have a recipe. I just, I've seen a couple of pictures on Pinterest, and maybe it said, a few ingredients that they put in there. But mostly I'm just gonna kind of make it up and see how it goes. I am gonna cook this on low because I am going to add some cream of mushroom soup to this dish and some cheese, and I don't want everything to kind of get too burny, if that makes any sense. So I have my 2 chicken breasts here. Here are my lovely chicken breasts. I am going to lightly season them with some salt and pepper, and then I am going to put everything in my pot. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some freshly ground pepper and season both sides of that chicken breast with that. And some salt. Now this is like sea salt that I put into a grinder. I just really like the flavor I get when I grind fresh salt. So I'm going to do that to both sides. Ooh. Raw chicken breast scares me a little bit. I mean, you have to be super careful with all the bacteria and all that jazz, as well as make sure that you sanitize your work area after you are done working with it. But it also just looks like an alien. It looks kind of weird. Now that that is seasoned, I'm going to start putting the rest of the ingredients into my crock pot. So before I even plug in the pot, the first thing I want to do is get some liquids down in there. So I have a can of chicken broth. I'm going to put that in. My thingy apparatus has been found. Normally when you are cooking rice, it is a 1-to-2 ratio, I believe. So for example, if I wanted to have 1 cup of rice, I would need 2 cups of water. In goes the chicken broth. And this is a 14.5 ounce can, which is just slightly under 16 ounces, which I believe is 2 cups. So I have a can of cream of mushroom soup, and this is 10.5 ounces. So we're up to about 24 ounces of liquid so far. I'm considering the soup a liquid, even though it's also going to be my thickening agent. We'll get that in the pot as well. Ooh, oh, splatter. I should have probably anticipated the mess. Don't leave any of that soup behind. Yes, soup. Okay, so now I have my lovely congealed looking mixture going. So I'm just going to kind of stir that up a little bit just to break it apart. And the next thing I want to do is get my rice in. So, quick math here. If I have 24 ounces of liquid, how much rice do I need? Well, I am just going to kind of wing it. I am, however, going to use a measuring cup just because I want to get this pretty close. So this is a 2-cup measuring cup. So I was right, 16 ounces, and it says right on here, 16 ounces is 2 cups. So 24 ounces cut in half is 12. So 12 ounces of rice, that would be 1.5 cups. So I'm going to put 1.5 cups of rice in here in my beautiful rice container. And there's 1.5 cups of rice. So in that goes give that a stir to get all those rice particles getting mingled and happy with that soup concoction. And now I am going to add some Colby Monterey and Jack cheese. And you can never have it too cheesy, right? This was originally an 8-ounce bag, and it's probably at least half gone, so I'm gonna guess that's about 4 ounces of cheese. And stir that up and get that nice and happy. And there we go so far. Okay, looking pretty good so far. So this is what my mixture looks like. Super soupy, but it does look pretty thick. I'm pretty excited to see how this turns out. Now I will be checking this periodically throughout the day since I am home today. So in goes my chicken right on top. And so that the chicken doesn't dry out too much, I am going to ladle some of that delicious soup concoction onto the top of my chicken. There is my chicken dish so far. Okay, so now we are going to plug in our crock pot, put the lid on, and set it for low. So we want it to be on low. And let's set it initially for 3 hours and come back to check on it then. So we are about 20 minutes into our delicious chicken and rice dish in our crock pot. So not much change yet, although it smells so good. So bear with me for a little bit longer until I can finally show you a very delicious and tasty picture. So hold on. Okay, I am here for a chicken check-in. Chicken. I'm going to grab a spatula. Oh, the lid came up. That was weird. Did I not have that on all the way? Peculiar. So we're digging into the chicken just to test it, see where it is at. That rice is looking close to done. So it does still feel actually a little not done. So I am just going to keep it hanging out on low. Maybe, there we go. Maybe that rice will keep absorbing some of that liquid. It has only been about an hour and a half, so I'm not too concerned at this point. So in another hour and a half, I will check it again and adjust the heat accordingly. All right, I'm checking back in again. Crockpot thing is coming along pretty nicely. Ooh, steamy. Find a spot. That's gonna fall down. I don't trust it. No, don't trust dishes. So the rice has soaked up a good amount of that liquid now, and it is super early, not anywhere near time to eat. But I'm thinking that if I can just keep this on warm for another 5 hours. See, started a little bit early. So actually I'm going to now check the temperature of the chicken.
La 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 la.
I don't think you can see that very well. 120, 130. So we are almost at 140. So this does actually need to cook a little bit longer until at least 160. Let's check the other breast. That one is 140. Yeah, it's about 145-ish. We have 38 minutes left, so probably by the time that hits, we will be right around 160, and that is where I will keep it on warm. So I will check back with you in about 40 minutes. Okay, so it's done. It was done in just about 3 hours. The chicken is the right temperature, and everything is looking pretty good. My only concern is that this does not turn to mush by the time my husband gets home and we have dinner. It is 1:38 right now, and This has to last until 5:15 when he gets home. So this is what we have. It does look pretty good. I mean, it's not bad, but if it cooks any longer, that rice is just going to turn to utter mush. So I have it on keep warm right now. I'm keeping the lid on it. Hopefully that will stay warm until he gets home, and I'm not going to stir it and touch it too much because I don't want those rice pieces to completely fall apart. First impressions of this recipe: if you have 3 hours or so and you have a crock pot and you have some chicken and some condensed soup with some chicken broth and rice, this is a very simple and easy dish. Hopefully it is going to be all right, because if not, we're gonna have pizza again. So I will let you know how this turns out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon. So this is the final result. Looks pretty good, but again, like I said before, I would probably wait to start it until closer to the time I wanted to eat. It took about 3 hours.